Has Tony Hawk gone insane? Tricking off a fire truck, a cop car, and freeway traffic? It's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, with 8 massive living levels that let you trick off of everything. Choose from 13 skaters, create a skater, a skate park, even play online.
What's Tony Hawk doing on the freeway?
Frontside nose grind.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, rated E to T.
Okay, so for this video, we're going to be talking about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Now, when this released back in the day, it was everywhere at the time. It was for Dreamcast, original PlayStation, PlayStation 2, GameCube. It was released for the original Xbox. It was for Mac OS, and I think Windows XP. Could be wrong. And the fact that this game was produced everywhere should probably say something, you know? Like, looking back on this game today, it's a classic. And in this video, I'm gonna explain why. Now, the first topic I wanted to bring up about this game is the music. You see, this game kind of sets the gold standard for music in video games. Like, let's look at a few examples. We have the Ramones, Blitzkrieg Bop, and that song was everywhere at the time, you know, and it includes vast genres of music, you know. You have KRS-One, Douglas Hush, Dale the Funky Homo Sapien, If You Must. Now, if you've heard this song, you probably heard it in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. I would play it, but obviously copyright, we're not going to deal with that today. And then we have Body Jar, Not the Same. All these songs are staples from this game. And this is why some games are classic. It's not only because of the gameplay, it's because of the music, and it includes many other things. This is why I love this game. When it comes to different levels in Tony Hawk 3, there's a bunch of variety. There's variety in these levels, whether it comes to the neon lights of Tokyo or the woodland areas in Canada. Now, Tony Hawk 3 is different than Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X2 or Pro Skater. You see, with this game, the objectives are different for each level. Like, for example, in Canada, you have to get a kid's tongue off a frozen pole, or in Suburbia, you have to get this fucking creepy ass dude an axe to break into a house. I feel like this game is a happy medium between the original Tony Hawk Pro Skaters and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 Underground and Up. I feel like this game is a happy medium between levels, soundtrack. This game is just perfect. Well, at least what I think is perfect. But, you know, we all have different opinions. Either way, the levels seem very, very lively, you know. Let's go back to Tony Hawk 2, right? There was nobody in the level except for in Venice Beach there was Ollie the Bum, but other than that it was empty. It was a ghost town. But in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, you have a bully throwing snowballs at a kid. You got a person with their tongue on a frozen pole, which doesn't make sense. You know, this game is different than other two Tony Hawk games. Like, another example, in Tony Hawk 2, you have to go through different menus and stuff to unlock different skateboards and levels. In Tony Hawk 3, you're in an actual skate shop, you know, which adds a bit more realism. In fact, though, speaking of the skate shop, let's talk about the decks. Those skateboards were all around at the time, which, I mean, I guess makes sense. But again, it's another piece of realism that this game offers. And well, it's gonna be a piece of realism that another game offers that, you know, came out in 2007. But we're gonna talk about that game in another video. Now, when it comes to the development of this game, there's one thing I specifically want to talk about. It's the videos you unlock within the game. Now, within these videos, you have the development team of this game doing a kickflip challenge or playing musical chairs. And I'm just thinking, like, no one does this nowadays. And I feel like that's how you know they put love and heart into this game. You know, that's how I know they put their all into this game. And I mean, granted, it's well worth it. You know, everybody played this game back in the day, and well, everybody's gonna buy it again today. I mean, I know I did, but yeah, like I just could feel like the passion and stuff from the development team. You know, like they had to learn how to kickflip to do the kickflip challenge, and that's just overall my point on the development team. So yeah, I guess one more topic and then we're done with this video. Thank God, and sorry for the audio. I know it's fucking horrible. Now, when I talk about nostalgia for this game, it actually kind of means a lot to me. Back in the day, I put in a lot of hours on this game, and I wish I could grab my old fucking childhood GameCube and see all the save files and what I saved and all that. Cause again, I put in a lot of hours, and most of that was creative part. See, when it came to the story, I couldn't even get past Canada. I mean, granted, I was a dumbass kid back then, so I really couldn't. But you know, I just spent my time creating parks, making characters. You know, I just spent a lot of time with this game. And again, that's just with creating parks. And playing this game today and hearing the music, it made me feel a sense of calmness and peace. You know, I went through this game growing up, and playing it today, I beat the game already. It's just, you know, a game that you couldn't beat as a kid. It gets you frustrating, you know, it gets you angry, but beating it today, it just gave me that calm sense of, wow, I finally did it. I haven't played this game since I was just like 8 or 7 years old, but now that I beat it today, I don't know, it just makes you feel good. Here's one tip. If you're gonna get into collecting and stuff, get a game that you could never beat as a kid. Play today, and if you could beat it, you'll get that same feeling that I had. And I guess that's it. See you for the next video, and yeah, see you guys later.